Acts chapter 21. Holy fish! The weather here in summer is often like spring. Today the sun seemed to pull me out of the house and send me to the river. Just after getting out of the house, I pass an old woman who has refused to look at me in the 10 years we have been neighbors. She was telling her grandchild they must go in because it was certain to rain. The little angel said no, today was a hot day. So I believed the little angel and continued on my walk. Went down to the river and sat at the dock for a few minutes with my feet in the river, playing a little like nothing mattered, talking to the birds. Then I went on a puddle hunt. With all the rain, I knew the land where people went for a walk would have all the puddles a boy could hope for. On the way back, I met the old woman with the frown, the little angel with her mother, and 2 minutes after I was in the house, it rained. And I laid down after a can of fish with vegetable rice, and slept 2 hours. At the end of my dream, I was on the Bloor Street line going east. None of that has to mean anything. A different old lady looked at me and smiled. Some people are very happy to see me, and it is one of the nicest treats here in heaven. The kingdom of life. Belief is a tool of evil. We are much more than dust in the wind. Ignorance is a disease. Verse 1. We said goodbye to them and left. End quote. Don't be fooled by the radio, the TV, or the magazine. Show you photographs of how your life should be compared to someone else's fantasy. End quote. That was from Styx. Verse 12, Paul says he'd die for Jesus. This can be done by any idiot. And Jesus don't want people dying for him. Live, for Christ's sake. For you and those in your life. Verse 20. Brother Paul, you can see how many thousands of Jews have become believers, and how devoted they are to the law. End quote. Verse 24. Go ahead with them and join them in the ceremony of purification and pay their expenses. Then they will be able to shave their heads. End quote. That's a Torah ritual. So Paul performed the ceremony. Perform the ceremony. Stop doing that, people. Rumor has it that asshole Paul took Gentiles into the Jew temple. So a riot started and all Jerusalem wanted him dead. But not the Romans. They liked believers. Believers followed laws and did their work. Verse 37. You speak Greek, do you? The commander asked. Then you are not the Egyptian fellow who sometimes ago started a revolution and led 4,000 armed terrorists out into the desert. Paul answered, I am a Jew. Paul got up and motioned the screaming mob to silence so that he could speak in Hebrew.